Welcome back to Telemath Concepts. Today we're looking at the equation of a circle. Okay, so here is the format for the equation of a circle. With this format, we're able to tell the center and the radius from it. So it is called a center radius format. Let us quickly look at the idea. So over here, I'm looking at this circle, and R stands for the radius, and we could see A and B refers to the coordinates of the center. Now, if you look at the general format, you could see that this here, that's the X, this is the X coordinate, and whatever value we have here is going to be the opposite of it. So it's negative A, so it's going to be positive A here. Negative B here is going to be the Y coordinate, is going to be the positive of that. And you do notice that this is R squared, the radius is just R, right? So the radius is always the square root of any number we have here. And with that information, we want to take y squared plus 4x minus 20 minus 20y equal to negative x squared. We want to take that and represent it in this format where we are able to tell what the center is as well as pick the radius of that. So let's get it in. So one of the things that we want to do is to make sure that the constant, which is negative 20, we're going to try to get this on the other side, and the negative x squared, we want to try to get it on this side, on the left side. So let us rewrite this to suit ourselves. So I'm going to start off by definitely adding x squared to both sides. Also, I'm going to add 20 to both sides. So I'm going to rewrite now. So, and when I'm writing, I'm going to organize my x's together. So I'm going to have x squared and then positive 4x. Then I'm going to put plus y squared, negative 2y. And this is going to equal to positive 20 on the right side. So I'm organizing myself because I'm going to actually do completing the square on the two variables here. So I'm going to isolate my x's, isolate my y's, and I'm going to complete the square. So let us get into it. So when we complete the square, the idea is that, so let us say I'm focusing on the x. Now, I'm going to take this term here. I'm going to leave a space because I'm going to put a special number there. And at the same time, I'm going to work on the y. I'm going to leave a space. We're gonna put a special number there. And those two spaces that I'm creating, I'm gonna put one here and put another one here. So for the two spaces that I'm gonna get, whatever comes here, I'm gonna put it there. And whatever comes here, I'm gonna have to do it there for balancing of the equation, basically. So focusing on the x, which is all of these here. Now, the idea is that I'm going to take a half of my middle term here. Half of it is 2. So I'm going to take a half of this value, right? Half of that is 2, and I'm going to square it. So basically, I'm going to add 2 square here, which means I'm going to have to add 2 square here for balancing as well. For here, a half of this is going to be negative 1. So I'm going to add negative 1 square. So I'm going to add negative 1 square there as well. Now I'm going to organize this. Let's rewrite what we have. So what we really have is that x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 2y plus 1. And this is equal to 20 plus 4 plus 1. This is going to be 25. Remember, when you square 2, you're going to get 4. When you square negative 1, you get 1. And when you add these, you get 25. Now, I could factorize this because it is now a perfect square. These actually, they're actually perfect squares, so I could factorize them. So if I factorize this, then whenever it's a perfect square, all I got to do is I'm going to put x, I'm going to put the square, I'm going to take a half of this, and it's going to come here, right? So if I should expand this, I'm going to get back x squared plus 4x plus 4, right? Same thing with the y here, plus it's going to be y. Half of this term here comes in the bracket, and it's going to be -1 square. And if I should expand this, I'm going to get back that. So I just factorize my left side, and this is equal to 25, right? So if I put it in the format here, it's going to be 5 square. All right. So with this said now, what we're doing here, we're setting up so that we could look at our center and pick our radius. So our center is to actually take this, take the opposite of that value. So it's +2. So that means the center is at -2. And the y coordinate, so this is -1, that means the center is at +1. So our center is actually at -2, +1, where this is my x and this is my y coordinate at the center. What is my radius? My radius has to do with this number here. The radius is 5. So the radius for this is actually 5, right? So there we go. We just wrote the equation of a circle in the center radius format. We identify the center and the radius. Thank you for watching Daily Maths Concepts, and I'll see you next time where I'll be dropping another video. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.